In this module, we explain how spot and stAMPL are created from AMPL. AMPL is the underlying collateral asset and unit of account token used in the spot protocol. Holders of AMPL benefit from demand for spot. Understanding AMPL. Bitcoin's price volatility makes it difficult to use for denominating contracts like salaries, loans, and financial derivatives. Such contracts are fundamental to the creation of a healthy financial ecosystem. The AMPL protocol transfers the volatility of demand from price per token to the quantity of token held in user wallets. Rather than price increasing and decreasing with demand, the quantity of tokens in user wallets increases and decreases with demand, such that each AMPL is worth one CPI-adjusted dollar. You can think of AMPL as a price-stable but supply-volatile cryptocurrency. This means AMPL can be used to denominate stable long-term contracts. In the DeFi ecosystem today, AMPL greatly simplifies the creation of on-chain derivatives. Traditionally complex financial operations like tranching are safe, transparent, and simple using AMPL. How AMPL tranching works. Tranching is the process of reorganizing risk into two or more derivative assets with different risk profiles. Much of traditional finance works by splitting a medium-risk asset into a high-risk asset and a low-risk asset, because oftentimes the combined demand for a high-risk derivative and a safe derivative is greater than the sum of its parts. But the methods used are complex, opaque, and difficult to implement without administrative oversight. Using AMPL, this process can be reduced to a single operation. AMPL's supply volatility can be separated into senior and junior derivative tranches. The junior tranche is affected by volatility first. The senior tranche is affected by volatility last. After a fixed period of time, both senior and junior tranches become raw AMPL and rebase normally. The senior tranche can be held as a safe asset because it is only affected by rebases after its matching junior has been depleted. Risky asset. The junior tranche offers magnified volatility because all rebases accrue to it until it has been fully depleted. This tranching operation is like taking out a loan against your property, only much simpler. When someone borrows against a property, they're effectively looking to hold onto that property's equity upside while extracting some fixed amount of money to use today. Tranching AMPL is similar to reorganizing a mortgage into debt and equity. The senior AMPL tranches are like a debt you can use today, while the junior tranches can be held to maintain upside exposure to growth in the value of the collateral asset. With AMPL tranching, there's no need for a third-party speculator. There's no risk of default or liquidation, and there's no need for laws or law enforcement agencies to secure the contract because all future obligations are handled at the time of tranching. Perpetual Tranching. Fixed-term tranching is an extremely powerful financial building block, but fixed-term tranches only reorganize volatility temporarily and they aren't fungible across vintages. Luckily, fixed-term tranches can be used to create perpetual tranches that reorganize volatility indefinitely. Spot is actually a perpetual senior AMPL tranche, and stAMPL is actually a perpetual junior AMPL tranche. AMPL volatility can be separated into senior and junior tranches perpetually by bundling multiple fixed-term tranches that are evenly offset by time, and then introducing a system of incentives for programmatically rotating maturing tranches out in exchange for fresh tranches in. Spot, the perpetual senior, is a claim on a rotating basket of fixed-term senior AMPL tranches and can be held as a safe asset indefinitely. stAMPL, the perpetual junior, is a claim on a rotating basket of fixed-term junior AMPL tranches and can be held for magnified AMPL exposure indefinitely. Bending versus breaking. A key benefit of this perpetual tranching design is that it bends rather than breaking under extreme market stress. Timely rotations ensure that the spot collateral set is full of fresh senior AMPL tranches, which are heavily insulated from volatility. But what happens when rotation demand is insufficient? The senior AMPL tranches naturally and progressively mature into their underlying asset, AMPL. You can think of this as similar to ice and water. Imagine you have a voucher that is redeemable for a percentage of ice in a freezer. Continuing with this metaphor, if the refrigeration process halts, your voucher becomes redeemable for a combination of ice and water until the refrigeration process resumes, after which the water progressively freezes back into ice. Since each vintage of senior ample tranches in the spot collateral set is offset by a fixed time window, when rotations halt, the spot token becomes redeemable for a combination of raw ample and senior tranches. The longer rotations halt for, the greater the fraction of redeemable collateral is raw ample until rotations resume. As more senior ample tranches mature into raw ample, the price of spot will become temporarily more volatile because ample is more volatile than senior ample tranches. Similarly, as rotations resume, the price of spot will become more stable again because senior ample tranches are heavily insulated from underlying ample volatility. The process of degrading and resuming is continuous instead of discrete. Rather than triggering bank runs, death spiral minting, insolvency, or cascading liquidations, under extreme stress, the spot token simply becomes temporarily more volatile and can resume stability in the future without bailouts. To recap, Ample's volatility is split into stAMPL, a high volatility perpetual derivative, and spot, a low volatility perpetual derivative. stAMPL is a rotating basket of fixed-term junior ample tranches. Spot is a rotating basket of fixed-term senior ample tranches. Both spot and stAMPL are durable. They bend rather than break under extreme stress, so they can resume function at a later time.